Forensic arson investigators visit crime-related scenes to determine whether a fire contributed to the crime or it was accidental. It is also used to identify hazards and dangerous practices so they can be prevented in the future. A forensic arson investigator has to work half as a detective and half as a member of the fire department. In other words, they must know a lot about fires and how they start, as well as how to look for evidence that could be useful in such cases. Along with this, arson investigators work with attorneys and insurance agencies. In investigating, you have to note the flames and smoke. If there are different colors than normal, the amount, and the direction. You also have to look at the type of building. Was it a home, or was it used for business? It's also important to look at conditions of the building. Were the lights turned on? Has the fire gone through the roof? Are the walls still standing? Are the doors and windows open, closed, or broken? Was there damage to anything around the fire? Is there debris nearby? Is there anything suspicious at the scene, such as large containers or burning on the outside of the building? Are there any strange odors or fire trails, which are burn patterns or lines of fuel? Were there fire detectors, sprinklers, and security systems working? Of course, the main goal is safety. Make sure there aren't any structural hazards, such as a possibility of the building collapsing, or electrical hazards. Tell everyone at the scene which areas are safe and which areas aren't. Also, make sure you're wearing protective equipment while working. Attention to detail. You need to make sure you don't miss anything crucial while investigating. Deductive reasoning. You need to be able to make connections with the evidence and the scene. Good communication skills. You need to be able to talk to others and conduct interviews. Good public speaking skills. You may have to appear in court, so you must be comfortable with speaking in a court setting. You need an education in chemistry. You need to know the characteristics of fire, as well as how it behaves. You also need to know what materials or chemicals are flammable, and which ones aren't. You must demonstrate practical knowledge. You need a degree in criminal justice, criminology, or fire science. As well as knowing the behavior of fire, you need to understand people and how they work. It's important to know how building structures work. This would help you understand what in the fire caused damage to the building. You don't need specific credentials everywhere, but in Montgomery County, you have to enter the fire department, rise up into the ranks, at least an officer, which is lieutenant or higher, then go through the police academy to become a fire marshal, and from there receive training to become a forensic arson investigator. If you want to be a forensic arson investigator, you should be interested in chemistry, to know about fire and chemicals, problem solving, to make connections in the case, and civil engineering, the structure of buildings. Personality traits that could be a problem while being a forensic arson investigator are a fear of public speaking and bad people skills.